What happened to Save the World? Save the World was basically completely abandoned around 2020. But why? Well, to understand, we'll need to go back to the beginning. Save the World's first exposure was in the 2011 Spike Video Game Awards, where Epic showcased a trailer for their newest project, only 3 weeks after they first came up with the idea. Early on in the game's development, the devs were looking to make a realistic Resident Evil-esque survival game. But later on, they opted for a more cartoony style, which definitely helped them in the long run. As time went on, they started to implement more MMORPG elements, like heroes and weapon systems. Moving on to 2015, early playtesting began. And finally, on July 25th, 2017, Fortnite Save the World was released in early access. And it did actually do pretty well. And while they were updating and polishing Save the World, they also released a Battle Royale mode, which was free to play, and was likely inspired by some of the biggest Battle Royale games of the time, such as PUBG and H1Z1. And at this time, Save the World was still getting tons of new content, like expansions and boss battles. And up until Season 7, Save the World was still one of Epic's main focuses. But moving on to Season 8 and 9, there was still occasional updates, but definitely less than ever before. At this time, the community was also upset about the lack of communication. Also in 2018, Epic promised that Save the World was going to be free to play. Then they delayed it to 2019, and we all know how that turned out. Moving on to Season X, there was a new mode, but basically nothing else. And there were still tons of bugs that were yet to be fixed. Moving into Chapter 2, Battle Royale got an entire map change, an entirely new loot pool, and tons of other stuff. And guess what Save the World got? One free hero recruitment token. That's literally all. And moving further and further into Save the World's life, the updates kept feeling more and more lackluster. Up until a blog post on June 30th, 2020, where they officially took the game out of early access, saying it was now finished. And they also discontinued any plans for it to become free to play. And they also said they were going to be slowing down updates. And moving on to 2024, they definitely have had some cool updates, but it's clear Save the World is definitely on the back burner compared to the far more successful Battle Royale mode. Use code ZokerYT for a chance to win 1,000 V-Bucks.